Good morning, children. Welcome to today's online class. In our class, today we are going to see grammar. Topic: direct and indirect. Do you know anything about direct and indirect speech? Yes, hope you may know something because you are learning from your lower classes. Okay, so we can see that in detail today. First, let me tell you what is this direct and indirect. If the exact words of the speaker is said, it is direct speech. What the speaker said, if the meaning is reported, it is called indirect speech, or another name of indirect speech is reported speech. This direct speech will be given in the quotation mark, but indirect speech, it will not be in the quotation mark. I will show you an example. Just listen here. My friend said, I am in good health. In the quote we are writing. The actual word of the speaker, I am in good health. My friend said, what he said, the exact word is used here. It is direct speech. The same thing what he said, the same meaning is given in the second sentence. See here, my friend said that he was in good health. Meaning is same. But the exact word of the speaker is not used here. But the meaning is reported to you. So that is indirect speech. Can you find out the difference here? We are not using the quotation mark here. We are using a connecting word. And see here, when the speaker exact word is used, we are using first person. But here we are using third person when it is reported. Okay, that is the difference between direct and indirect. When we move into the examples, I will explain it to you in detail. Okay, just now keep in mind what is direct, what is indirect. Okay, can you identify a direct sentence and direct speech and indirect speech? It will be written in quote, but here no quotation mark will be there. Okay, so exact word of the speaker will be given here. Here the meaning of that sentence will be given. That is the difference between direct speech and indirect speech. For the conversion of the direct speech and the indirect speech, certain rules you have to keep in your mind. Okay, we can see that rules. Okay, let me read out all the rules. After that, one by one, I will explain it for you. Okay, first one. If you want to change direct speech to indirect, first thing you have to keep in mind is find out the kind of sentence. You have to find out what kind of sentence it is. Second one, decide the reporting verb. You have to decide what reporting verb you have to use. That is the second thing. Third one, identify the connecting word. Okay, while removing the quotation mark, you have to use a connecting word in between. I'll explain you. So, that connecting word you have to find out. Then, remember the tense to be changed. You are learning, I think so, the tense. Is it usage of tense, everything. So, the tense, how it will change in direct and indirect. Then, find out the words to be changed. There will be change in certain words. I will list out how the words will change. Okay. So, now, we can see one by one. First one. Find out the kind of sentence. Do you know what is a sentence? Yes. A group of words that give complete meaning is a sentence. A complete sense. That is a sentence. A group of words that give complete meaning. Okay? There, 4 kinds are there. Is it? Can you tell what are those 4 kinds? Just recall. First one. Yes. Declarative sentence or assertive sentence. Declarative sentence or assertive sentence. Second one is imperative sentence. Third one is interrogative sentence. Fourth one is exclamatory sentence. One more time. Declarative, imperative, interrogative and exclamatory. Do you know what is this declarative sentence? First type. Yes. It begins with a subject and ends with a full stop. How will you identify that? Okay. It will begin with a subject and ends with a full stop, and it will give you some information. That is this declarative sentence. I am a teacher. I am going to school. Whatever it may be, personal information, whatever information you are giving to someone, everything will be included in this declarative sentence. Is it? Okay. Then, next one. Imperative sentence. You know what is this imperative sentence? Yes. It's command, request, order. Everything will be included in this imperative sentence. Usually, this imperative sentence begin with a main verb and end with a full stop. Close the door. Close. It's the main verb. Beginning with a close the door and then one full stop. That is imperative sentence. This imperative sentence are of two types. We can write it in positive and negative. The same sentence is say, close the door. Don't close the door, we can say. Or don't scribble in the notebook. Whatever it may be. Positive sentence and negative sentence. Okay? This also you have to keep in mind while finding out what type of sentence it is. Because according to that reporting verb and connecting word, everything will change. Okay, ma'am. So, declarative sentence. Second one, imperative. Third one is interrogative sentence. Do you know what is this interrogative? Yes, question. Okay. So, this interrogative sentence are of two types. What are they? Yes. WH question and yes or no question. How will you differentiate this WH question and yes or no question? Yes. WH question begin with the question word. What, when, where, how. Okay. Different question words. It will begin with a question word and end with a question mark. That is this interrogative WH type. Then, yes or no question. It will begin with an auxiliary verb and end with a question mark. Are you listening? Yes. Begin R. It's a model. It's an auxiliary. Beginning with an auxiliary and end with a question mark. That is yes or no type. Understand the two types difference? Yes. First one is interrogative WH question and another one is yes or no question. Okay. Then, next, last type. Exclamatory sentence. In this exclamatory sentence, there will be exclamatory mark. Okay. It is easy to identify, is it? So, these are the different kinds of sentence. Declarative, imperative, interrogative, exclamator. What's the first rule? To change direct to indirect, you have to identify what kind of sentence it is. This is very important. You have to, if you know to find out what type of sentence only we can change. Okay. First keep in mind. Now you may understand how to find it. Is it declarative sentence, imperative, interrogative and exclamator. Okay. Shall we move to the second rule? Decide the reporting verb. Okay. First we find out what type of sentence it is. According to that, this reporting verb will change. Okay. Note down everything, whatever I am telling. So, this. We are going to say, reporting verb, let me tell you. Certain words I am telling, okay. Said. This reporting, if the word said is in the direct speech, it will remain the same as said. Said to. It will change into told. Said to will change into told. If we are finding the word say or says, it will remain the same. Say or says. Okay, say. There is no change. Okay. Said, said. Said to will change into told. Says or say remain the same. Say or says. If it is say to, it will change into tell. Got it? Said to, past tense. So only we are using the word here told. Say to, okay, present tense. So tell. But if it is said or say, there is no change. Got it, ma? Usually this reporting verb will come in the declarative sentence. Okay, keep in mind, declarative sentence. He said, he told, like that we can use that. Okay, so that is the declarative sentence. Then, if it is imperative sentence, this said to, if it is imperative sentence, this said to will change into commanded, ordered, requested, advised. It will change like that. Can you keep in mind? If it is declarative sentence, this said to will change into told. Got it? If it is imperative sentence, how it will change? According to the sentence. If it is a request, we can use the word requested. Okay? Ordered, commanded, like that reporting verb will change according to the imperative sentence type. Okay? So, ordered. Note it down, ma. So, in imperative sentence, the said to will change into ordered, requested, commanded, like that, advised, all those words you can write. Okay? Then, in the interrogative sentence, how will the said to will change? Can you say? Yes, correct. Asked. It will change into asked. Okay? Got it? In interrogative is a question. So, we can say he asked. Then we can say. So, said to will change into asked. Then, last type, exclamatory sentence. How this said to will change? Exclaimed. Got it, ma? In declarative sentence, said to will change into told. Keep some basic thing in mind. In declarative sentence, said to will change into told. In imperative sentence, the same said to will change into ordered, commanded, requested, advised. Okay, that type of words it will change. Then, if it is interrogative sentence, the same said to will change into asked. Then the fourth type, exclamatory sentence. How will this said to will change? Into exclaimed. Got it? So, second rule over. Decide the reporting verb. How will you decide this reporting verb? First, you have to find out what kind of sentence it is. Okay? If it is a declarative sentence, you identify it's a declarative sentence. So, said to will change into told. In the same place, if it is, you find out it is a imperative sentence. So, that same said to will change into requested or ordered or advised. Then, interrogative means it will change into asked or exclaimed for exclamatory sentence. Identify what kind of sentence it is. Then, according to that, you have to decide the reporting verb. Second rule, do you get it? Okay, find out the kinds of sentence. What type it is, you have to find out. Then, according to that, you have to decide the reporting verb. That is the second rule. Shall we move to the third rule? Identify the connecting word. Yes, we need a connecting word. Okay, for each sentence, how we have to write the connecting word, let me tell you. For the declarative sentence, the connecting word is that. Connecting word, that. For declarative sentence. Okay. He said that. He told me that. Got it? After that, we are writing the connecting word. To join, we will remove the quotation mark to indirect speech while we are changing, is it? Instead of that, we are joining a connecting word here, there. Okay, we will use a connecting word to join that. So, that connecting word for the declarative sentence is that. Okay? If it is imperative sentence, second one is imperative sentence, is it? What is the connecting word? To. I told you when I explained the types of sentence, there will be positive or negative in this imperative sentence. Okay. For example, he said to me, close the door. How will I say in the indirect speech? He asked, ordered or requested me to close the door. To close the door. We are using the connecting word to. If it is a negative sentence, we will use the connecting word not to. For positive sentence, we will use the connecting word to or else not to. Don't scribble on your notebook. The teacher advised not to scribble on your notebook. Okay? Get it? If it is a positive sentence, we will use the connecting word to. If it is a negative sentence, we will use the connecting word not to. Then last, what is the fourth type of sentence? Declarative sentence. There, the connecting word is that. For declarative sentence and exclamatory sentence, the connecting word is that. Can you keep in mind? First we learned what are the different kinds of sentence. 4 kinds of sentence we learned. Reporting verb for each type I told you. Then connecting word for 4th type of sentence. For the declarative sentence, what is the connecting word? That. For imperative, to or not to. For interrogative, there is no connecting word for WH type question. Okay, interrogative sentence. If it is an interrogative question, if you are finding your interrogative WH question, we should not use any connecting word. Do you understand? There is no connecting word for WH question. But if it is an yes or no question, the connecting word is if or whether. You know, there are 2 types of sentence in interrogative, is it ma? If it is a WH question, there is no connecting word. But if it is yes or no question, there is connecting word. What we will use? If or whether. Any one word you can use it there. If or whether. For exclamatory, again we are using the connecting word that, same as declarative. Got it? We completed the 3rd rule. Identify the connecting word. According to the sentence, which type of sentence you are going to check. According to that, you must select the reporting verb. After that, next to that, you have to decide the connecting word. What word I have to use. According to the sentence, you have to select. Identify. Remember the tense to be changed. That is the next rule. It's the 4th rule. You have to remember the tense. You have to change. How to change the tense. Now you are learning, I think so, the different kinds of different tense you are learning and usage of that you are learning, I think so. So it will be easy for you. You know what are the 3 types of tense: present tense, past tense, future tense. Is it? There also you may learn simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. In each type you might have learned. Is it, ma'am? So let me tell you how this will change in this direct to indirect. Keep in mind one basic thing. Note it down. All the present tense will change into past tense. How? All the present tense will change into past tense. Simple present will change into simple past. Present continuous will change into past continuous. Present perfect will change into past perfect. Present perfect continuous will change into past perfect continuous. Okay. So, all the present tense will change into past tense. When I say this, do you have any doubt arised in your mind? Yes, I can guess. If it is already past tense, how we should change? If it is present tense, we will change into past tense. Already, if the sentence is given in past tense, how we have to change? Yes, this past tense will change into past perfect. Okay, so keep in mind, all the present tense will change into past tense will change into past perfect. So, for your easy way of keeping in mind, let me tell you, note it down. See, am, is, are. If you find these words, am, is, are, you have to change it into was or were. Am and is singular, is it? There you have to use was. If it is are, it will change into were. So, am, is, are present tense. Present tense changed into past tense. Got it, ma'am? Am, is, are the words that change into was or were. Okay, that is a tense change. Then, this have or has, it will change into had. Have or has will change into had. This is present tense, is it, ma? Have or has is present tense. Present tense change into past tense this time. If it is have or has, whatever it may be, it will change into had. Okay? So, am, is, are will change into was or were. Have or has will change into had. If it is, I already told you, is it? Was or were already given in the sentence. How it will change? This was or were will change into had been. Note it down, ma. Was or were, if it is in the question, when you are changing it into indirect speech, the word will change into had been. Okay. Then, if it is will, it will change into would. Shall change to should. Can, could. Okay. But the word that must will change into had to. Okay, keep in mind, must will change into had to. Remaining all the past tense of that word you have to write. Will change into would, shall will change into should, can will change into could, may will change into might. Got it? Okay, so one basic thing in the tense change you have to keep in mind. All the present tense will change into past tense. If already it is in past tense, it will become past perfect. That's what I have given there. Am, is, are will change into was or were. Was or were already given there. It will change into had been. Have or has will change into had. Will change into would. Shall will change into should. Can will change into could. Okay, the past tense of that word. Okay, that's all. Okay, understand the tense change. Okay, while we are doing many exercises, an example we will be easily we can keep in mind. Okay, it will come into practice for you. So, next one, last row. Find out the words to be changed. When you are changing this direct to indirect, the words will change. That is, change in some words. For example, now, the word now will change into then. Today, you know how this word today will change? That day. Tomorrow, the next day. Okay? Yesterday, the previous day. You understand? Okay? Like that, there are certain words will change. Okay, that is a find out the words to be changed. Okay, so these are the different types of rules you have to keep in your mind before changing direct to indirect. Okay, so first identify whether it is given in direct or indirect form. If you want to change direct to indirect, this 5 rules you have to keep in mind. What's the first rule? You have to identify, find out what kind of sentence it is. If you are able to find out what kind it is, then one by one you have to try to change. What do you have to change? You have to decide the reporting verb. Do you remember what reporting verb I said? Yes, said to will change into told. And also commanded, requested, ordered, asked, exclaimed. According to the types of sentence, this reporting verb will change. Okay, then connecting word. For declarative sentence and exclamatory sentence, the connecting word is that. If it is imperative, to or not to, we will use. If it is interrogative, for WH question, there is no connecting word. If it is yes or no question, the connecting word is if or whether. This is the third thing. Remember the tense to be changed. The basic thing is all the present tense will change into past tense. Keep in mind the basic thing when we are doing, we will be explaining in detail. Then find out the words to be changed. How the words will change. Okay, certain words. So note it down whatever I am telling. Okay, then it will be easy for you. Okay, so in the tense change, one more thing you have to keep in mind, ma. I told all the present tense will change into past tense. But there is certain exceptions. If it is universal truth or scientific fact, there is no change in the tense. Got it? We don't want to just change the tense. Just write the reporting verb and the connecting word and just write the same sentence as it is. There is no change at all. Got it, ma? While tense change, if it is scientific fact or universal truth, you no need to change the tense. I'll give you many examples while we are doing. Okay, ma? Today, whatever I teach you, just keep in mind all the rules, learn everything. From our next class, we will start to do exercises. If you learn all these rules, you will be able to do that exercises very easily. Okay. So from our next class, we will start with examples. Okay. So just for this today's class, I am giving you these rules. These all things you have to note it down and learn it. Okay. From our next class, get ready for doing exercises. Okay. Thank you, children.